drawing board with.
It's not like the designs that Imagineering had presented Team Disney Anaheim were artistically impressive.
Right, really, very creative.
But very, very low capacity.
Yeah.
And Disney Anaheim said,
start all over.
Cool story, bro. We can't keep going to low capacity rides.
So Ian, remember that one time when we were really hungry and we were trying to figure out what to eat?
Yeah.
And we said, hey,
let's mobile order at Cocina Cucamonga.
Let's go to Cocina Cucamonga and mobile order. We ordered it right here at the Blue Sky Cellar.
When you say I'm here, prepare my order. That's the important part.
Well, I mean, we hit the I'm here button from there and then walked it to Cocina. And when we got there,
first of all, there was already a big old line of people waiting.
Right, and somebody we talked to said they had been waiting for 30 minutes.
Yeah, which like, oh, that's a good sign.
Not good.
Yeah.
So we placed our order.
Went and sat down for a while.
Sat down, waited, watched the app, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
He eventually said, you know what, let's just get in the line and check.
Well, that's the thing. First of all, 28 minutes later, yeah. I went back to see where our food was, and there was a line about 40 people deep at the 40 people at the mobile order pickup.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before in my life. In the short time that they've been doing mobile order.
Yeah.
So when I finally got there, they still hadn't paged me that my food was ready, but the food was ready.
Except that Liz's fish taco was cold.
Yeah. So here's what happened. Yeah. I guess the app.
I don't know whether it was a human error of someone not triggering the notification or something with the Apple server was on this computer side. But whatever happened, for whatever reason, the notification that was supposed to say, "Hey, your food's ready, come grab it," didn't go out. So we ended up waiting longer than we should have.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and I realized it's a busy day, so they were probably slammed, whether it's the people or the computer. When it's busy is when that needs to not happen the most.
Yep.
But that's when people's patience is the thinnest. That's when it's most critical that doesn't happen.
So on the one hand, I feel like it was a busy day.
Yeah. So
there should have been an expectation that it would take longer. And I'm also thinking the honeymoon's kind of over on mobile order a little bit. In terms of it being like the, oh my God, this is amazing type app.
When it's not a nuts day, it works fine.
Yeah.
But there's a certain threshold where once it's so busy, there's enough people using it that it starts to back up too. It starts to back up as much as the regular queue.
Yep.
So.
But I would say that there, like, how do you know when do you decide, okay, now I need to go look at the window? And that's the weird thing about it is that I said, okay, it's been too long. There's no food anywhere should take 40 minutes. As a matter of fact, I had the thought that if we had just gotten in the regular line, we would have had our food sooner than we did with mobile order, which is weird. But like, how long do you sit there and say, you know what I mean? Like 10, 15, 20 minutes?
Not great.
But anyway, here's the good news is, food was hot mostly.
Yeah, except for Liz's fish.
Liz's fish tacos were a little cold.
But our tacos were good.
The tacos were great, I thought. I loved the tacos. It was the
fresco mango was.
Oh my God, dude, that drink was fantastic. I drank both mine and Liz's.
Alpha fresco is generally great. It's water and mashed fruit.
Yes. Yeah, well, I love water and mashed fruit. Yeah.
And mango especially is good.
Yeah. No, the tacos were great. The rice was great. Even the chips and salsa were great. It was hot. Hotter than I thought it was going to be.
I dug it. I was like, something spicy in the theme park.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of things you can find in parks that are actually spicy.
We have no idea, though, how good the fish tacos were because we couldn't eat them.
So Liz had her fish tacos fishless.
Yep. He was about to say, Liz said that they did look delicious.
Yeah, the fish looked like
they looked like they were prepared well.
Yeah.
But they were they were cold to the touch.
Yeah.
And I took us over here while we were talking about our good news, bad news.
Our food adventure.
Our good news, bad news food adventure at Cocina. A lot of discussion about Marvel Land. And
it's actually going to be finished?
Yeah, like. Well, okay, so right now they're talking about phase 1, phase 2 sort of situation. And, initially when all this Marvel Land stuff was happening, or, the initial
You thought behind tower or back lot?
Right, the backstage areas or the back lot where we are now.
Plus what they would have gained from moving the transportation area to the new.
Right, this was supposed. Yeah, the Eastern Gateway was supposed to relieve this space that's on the other side of this wall right here, which is the current transportation hub. You know, where the drop-off and pickups are for buses and things like that. I've got it on some level of authority that the plan is, phase 2 is going to be the back lot. And that they are going to, I don't know to what degree, if it's a demo or if it's...
Again, for the most part, these buildings are fairly warehousey.
Yeah.
So the buildings themselves are pretty easily reusable.
Which was like the point you were making with the Bugs Life Theater.
I think either recently or there happened or Perm was filed to finally remove the Frozen set from Stage 17. So.
Oh, is that still there?
It has been for
Stage 17 being right here, yeah, where they used to do the...
It has been up until either just recently or a permit was filed recently in Travis.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because we kind of snuck in there at one time.
Yeah, even when they did the Disney Channel thing with DuckTales and all that.
Yeah,
that stuff
it was still Frozen-y.
That was just earlier this year.
That was a fun thing. That winter thing that they did in there. Snowfest, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was neat.
Yeah, so because they've got, you got to know that there is a phase 2, and it's got to go somewhere. Because they're the phase 1 currently has no new e-ticket. They're building only something C-tickety, I guess, for Bugs Life Theater, right?
Yeah, it's not unclear if that's an actual ride or more of a show type thing.
Right. We don't even know that, but it certainly isn't an e-ticket.
Attraction using that space.
Right. So
something that they can pump out quicker, so they have something, if not on opening day, closer to opening.
Right. And you can't start a new Marvel-themed land. You can't introduce this without and then leave Mission Breakout as your only e-ticket.
I mean, they could very well try.
Well, that won't work. I'm sorry, but I don't think the people will be very happy with that.
Technically, was not any new rides. Technically.
What's that?
Technically, Pixar Pier was not any new rides.
No, but that's not really on the level of land as Marvel or Star Wars are.
My point being, it wouldn't be past them to try.
That's true.
It would not be past them to say, hey, look, meet and greet, shopping, dining, new land, come check it out.
Yeah.
It's just as good.
Well, they're gonna do that when they announce phase 1 is open or whatever, or they start hyping it. For sure, they're gonna sell it and they're gonna pitch it as a new land.
Yeah.
100%. Even though it's maybe one new ride and a restaurant.
Again, I'm sure there'll be shopping, dining, meet and greets.
Right. But yeah, so it is looking, and again, that begs the question. Or I shouldn't say begs the question. That reminds us why they haven't done anything and why they weren't, because we've been asking for them to demo this thing for so long.
It seems like the impression I've gotten. I don't want to make it sound like I know something or that I think for sure something's happening. The impression I've gotten is that in order to do something with the back lot, they want that transportation area space.
Yeah.
Because that gives them a better piece of land to actually use.
Well, sure, they can be a little more creative.
That's dependent on having an Eastern Gateway.
And there's still hope for that. There's still hope for the Eastern Gateway. November elections are coming, and there is going to be a new regime, one way or the other.
Whether that's more for Disney or more against Disney remains.
We don't know. Which brings to mind the conversation, which is something I'm going to talk about later on this week on Fresh Bake Presents, the issue with the Anaheim Stadium. They have opted out of their lease, which has got people's creativity, talking. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
I think the ship for a third gate sailed for at least for the next decade.
I agree. Big picture.
That ship may come back into port at some point, but for at least for the next decade, that ship has sailed. They've said Star Wars is Disneyland, Marvel's DCA.
I would say that is true. I would say
they couldn't do other things in a third park. I would hope they would do other things than that.
Someday.
But those would have been the big brand anchors to say, here's why this is worth your time.
Yeah. Disney's focus on expansion right now is overseas.
Yeah. And to be fair, Hong Kong needs stuff. Paris needs stuff. Now that they have control of it. Shanghai is a new park, and any new park starts underbuilt and needs more things.
Yep. So but like I said, all that long-term stuff, phase 3 perhaps of Marvel, I don't know, because it seems like you kind of want to have the Eastern Gateway situation resolved before you start phase 2, I think.
Again, if the plan is for the backlot, then yes. If the plan is for just more behind Tower, then they can move ahead with that.
There's a lot of room behind Tower for a.
That whole lot back there, again, if you shimmy around like the one parade warehouse and warehouse for the trolley.
The trolley,
there's space there.
You think? Okay, so Nothing's happening with 17. Nothing's happening. What is the hell is the name of that building?
It has a stage
what stage number is
what
that?
it's called, but it has one.
This
Right now, it has the up wall, the little Buzz Lightyear wall.
Oh, the new Instagram pic wall.
Yeah.
With the up balloons. This is So it does answer the question why they seemingly are refusing to put any money into the backlot or make any sort of decisions, because they've got to wait. Everything's got to fall in line. All the little pieces got to fall in line. The Eastern Gateway designs, because they had to kind of go back to the drawing board with.
It's not like the designs that Imagineering had presented Team Disney Anaheim were artistically impressive.
Right, really, very creative.
But very, very low capacity.
Yeah.
And Disney Anaheim
said, over.
Cool story, bro. We can't keep building low capacity rides. Go back and either revise this to bring capacity up or give me something else. We can't keep building these low capacity rides.
One maybe, not two.
We need something that, even if it's not a small order Pirates level people eater, can be able to get some people.
Give me 2,000. Give me 2,000.
And well, the thing is, part of getting people through quickly, you also need a longer ride. Because getting through people quickly doesn't mean anything if it's a short ride, because then they're right back on the walk.
That's true, yeah.
If you can get a lot of people through, then it also needs to be a longer ride, so it can hold
Which is
them.
why they build those queues so big now too, so that you have experience happening while they're waiting 2 hours. You know, they have an experience happening.
A ride that pumps people through, but is 30 seconds long, does no one any good in terms of capacity, because everyone's right back on the street again.
It's kind of like with Flights of Passage at Pandora.
It's a slow loader, but in total overall has decent capacity.
Right, but what I mean to say though is that they've built that knowing that it's going to have a lot of people in it, and you want to, like you said, you can't have it. How long is that attraction? How long is the ride?
The actual show, it feels, when you're on it, it feels very long. I'd say,
3 or 4 minutes maybe?
Yeah, which again, in terms of compared to what they used to do back in the day, is short.
Okay, right, no, that's true.
But for a simulator type ride, that's fairly long.
Like you said, you're in and out of the attraction so fast that it kind of defeats. You're almost not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
But when you build an attraction like Flights of Passage that is going to, have 2-hour waits or X number of people in the queue, you build a very cool queue, a big queue to keep them in, and that's now show. You've created a 2-hour show almost.
And you're at least keeping people out of walkways.
Right. And you're out of the walkways, and that's why when we first talked about Galaxy's Edge, we're like, I cannot believe they built this. How many acres is it?
They said 14
acre
I still
land.
think it should have a third ride.
Well,
again,
it may still.
Again, for the sake of absorbing people out of walkways.
But that we were like, I cannot believe they built this 14-acre land, which is 2 attractions. But that's because the buildings themselves are gonna hold so many dang people.
I hope. I mean, again, I hope so.
I hope so. Right.
I hope so.
And inside those attractions, it's not just gonna be a queue. It's gonna be a queue. It's gonna be a Star Wars queue. It's gonna be the Millennium Falcon or, a First Order, Imperial, whatever. I don't know.
Happy birthday, David.
Thank you very much.
Very specific.
No. What I mean to say is like a Star Destroyer or something like that, right? Maybe?
Well, hopefully.
Are we on the ground?
Hello.
Hi, guys.
From the look of the queue and the stuff they have told us, it seems like you're going to go towards in space. You'll get on that transport thing.
Yeah.
Which you'll do a sort of, look, we're just flying up to space. A sort of, not actually stretching room, but that kind of pre-show room where you're in a room, something's happening. Now you exit.
Which I think is going to be the collider area, right? Do you think that could be it?
I don't know if that's it anymore, because it looks like because just by the size and shape of what that ship is supposed to be.
It was kind of small.
Yeah. My point is, that if I had to guess, again, I don't know anything. I don't have insiders. No. This is pure.
Are you doing wild speculation?
No.
I think you're doing.
It's not wild speculation. For one thing, it's not even in wild space.
I'm messing with you.
But it's what makes most sense to me, again, from the art they presented.
Yeah.
From what would be an interesting story. You get in the transport, gets captured by the Star Destroyer, you're put on transports, the actual ride vehicles, and then you're off on your adventure. As far as what happens on the ride, no clue. Just I'm talking about the actual framing of the story itself.
Yeah. All right.
Seeing George Lucas.
Look at Spider-Man. That might be one of the best meets they do in the entire park.
It is a very good meet.
Spider-Man meets are where it is at. I've loved every one we've ever done.
Because Spider-Man's the best.
Spider-Man is the best. And Fresh Baked, so are you. And I'm looking at you, Fresh Baked. You are the best. We love you guys so very much. I cannot believe how lucky we are to have so many of you picking up what we're putting down and enjoying our show. So thank you for watching. Our show is wrapped this week from wonderful downtown Hollywood.
By way of Buena Vista Street.
On Buena... No, we're on Hollywood Boulevard now.
I said by way of.
Oh, by way of Buena Vista Street, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please do remember to like this video, share it with your friends, share all our videos with your friends, because you know, that's one good way, a free way to support Fresh Baked is by sharing your videos with your friends. Did you know, Ian, that Google gives YouTube channels really big warm hugs when people share your videos? They love it. They love that.
And by warm hugs, we mean it's more likely to show up in recommendations.
That's correct. That's correct. You show up on the front page of Google stuff. And when you look for Disneyland videos, it says, hey, check out Fresh Baked. They're sweet. Super sweet. And subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Fresh Baked Presents. That is a channel where we do news and opinion, and I commit egregious errors of wild speculation because I love to do that kind of thing.
He likes his theme park conspiracy theories.
I do love my theme park conspiracy theories. I want to be on the leading edge of wild speculation and wild space, as you said, but not quite on the total. What is it? What'd you say?
Not into the unknown regions.
Unknown regions. No, I don't want to go there. Hey, hi guys. Hello. Follow us on Twitter. Fresh Baked Disney. That's Fresh with no E. Where Damian Rosby is our host. He is a friend who loves DCA. Oddly, he was one of the two people that we thought of that loves DCA.
Him and Ethan.
Him and Ethan. And that's that. That's it. What else? Oh yeah, Instagram _Fresh Baked. We have a Facebook page, Fresh Baked Disney. We have a website, freshbakedisney.com. The pins are back up for sale. We have a limited supply left. We're probably at about 70 now.
It's at the time of recording, actually.
At the time of recording, yes, there were 70 left, I believe. Hopefully by now you guys have purchased them all, and then I'll try to go make some more, I guess, if I need to. And then also, by this time next week, by the time you're watching this, actually, I will have hopefully, well, I mean, I am officially married. But
you'll be having your reception.
I will have finally had the wedding reception. Yes. I know, right?
Which means show's gonna be happening during the week, so
no Saturday.
Which means you won't see me next week.
That's right. No Ian next week.
They'll be filming midweek.
We'll be filming midweek. We're gonna bring you a show.
So when you see me not in the video, don't say what's happened. Does Ian hate David and Liz now? No.
We're gonna show up on TMZ. What's the beef between Ian and David?
Did Ian kick Liz?
What's the beef? No, Ian and I, well, we made up from before. We were great friends earlier this morning.
And then it went down.
And then it went sour. But now we're great friends again.
We're back.
We're back. And so shall we be Fresh Baked tomorrow, actually, as it turns out, because we put up videos every day. So try not to stress out or anything like that if you feel like you're not getting enough Fresh Baked, because I will give you more than enough. Actually, you're probably gonna get sick of us. I apologize for putting out too many videos. I can't help it, guys. I can't help it. But we'll see you guys next week. Fresh Baked and stuff. Love you guys.
Bye.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!